Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. We made it halfway through the week, yay. Just wanted to hop on and say hello while I got ready. Still kind of using my summer little palette that I put together for myself. If you are looking for some different colors, or if you are looking to maybe make a glow palette, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Yesterday I posted some pictures where I used the illuminator underneath my main highlight and had this really nice glow all day. Just a little bit of right now I'm just using a little bit of Aspen to color correct all the redness around my nose, and then I'll show you what I did yesterday. So the glow palettes are something that you don't necessarily need a color match for. You could select any of the illuminators, whatever one that you like best, and whatever bronzer you think you would like best. Bella bronzer I know looks really scary in the tin. It looks really dark, but Bella bronzer actually is blends out very sheer, so just about anybody could wear Bella bronzer, most people. So that was just some Aspen to do some color correcting. I am going to go in with just a little bit of 03 to color correct some of that darkness in the corners of my eyes. That seem to be getting darker and darker. So I focus most of the 03 in the corner where I'm the darkest, and then anything that's left over I bring out underneath the rest of the eye. And it doesn't take away everything, but it definitely makes it look a lot better. Hopefully everyone has some fun plans for this weekend. For Mother's Day, we have like a super busy weekend with all kinds of activities going on. So I hope everyone has some fun plans for the weekend. So I just use that 03, just mostly, like I said, mainly try to focus on the dark spot right in the corner, and then just kind of bring the rest out underneath, and that just gives a little bit of a camouflage. Okay, what I did yesterday next is I went in with my confetti. Yesterday I used confetti illuminator, and I just took a little bit on the fluffy end of my brush, and I just dusted that right across the tops of my cheeks, kind of where you would normally put your illuminator. I also took and dusted it across my forehead. A little bit on the Cupid's bow. And a little bit down the nose. And just a little bit on the chin. Okay, so I just kind of dusted that again. Across the cheeks, down the nose, across my forehead, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Okay, so that was just my glow, or my confetti illuminator. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with just my main highlight, which right now I'm using Athens, which is this one here. And then I just really lightly stipple that over the top of where I put that illuminator. The one thing I like about kind of doing this summery glow kind of makeup is that you really use so little of your product that it really is just very, very little. I'm just barely using any of my main highlight. Okay, so once I get kind of everything, I think it's hard to see on the video, but you can kind of hopefully see how it just gives you that really pretty glow look with that underneath. I take a little bit of whatever's on my brush and bring that down my neck also. Do the same with my bronzer. So I take my main highlight and I use the small end of whatever brush I'm using, and right where you can see that bag line, let me get a small brush so I can kind of, if you just take a small amount, very small amount, and you just tap it right into that line where you see my, and this again, I just use my main highlight color. If you're actually want to conceal, I find that when I use my main highlight color, it conceals nicely. And then you can just take your finger and tap that all in, and it gives you a really nice coverage. Under there. Helps just kind of eliminate that bag. Camouflages the bag under my eye. Just like that. Okay, so again, I just used my illuminator underneath of my main highlight just to give me that really pretty sheen and glow. So I love bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Bella bronzer. Today I'm gonna use Bella. Yesterday I used Tan Lines. So Bella bronzer is this one here. Looks really dark, but again, it's sheer. This one right next to it is the Glow Illuminator. And this weekend, I think I'll do another video where I mix them together. So I just take my bronzer then, and I just bronze across my forehead, all the places I would normally get that natural sun. And across my cheeks. So you kind of almost want to make like a C around your eye. That's one way to remember kind of that placement for your bronzer. If you're wondering where do I put it, if you just create a C right around your eye, that's kind of the natural place that you would have your bronzer. Like if the sun were to kiss you. So I kind of just use that as my placement guide. So again, just to see around your eye. I like to take a little bit across my nose right here because that's what would happen if I was out in the sun naturally. And I like bronzer, so I probably use a little more than some people, but you use as much as you want. I like a little bit of bronzer down on my chin. And I like to always use bronzer down my neck, especially in the middle part of my neck here where I have a little bit of some skin sagging. Kind of helps with the camouflaging of that, I think. So I like to use my bronzer down my neck. And because my spray tan has wore off and we haven't had any sunshine to go into for this week, I'm really pale down here. So I just take a little bit of my bronzer and I just bronze up. Just so that I kind of am matching all of my face and neck and chest area. I don't need as much on my chest because I have a lot of sun damage, unfortunately. So, but I like to just take a little bit to make everything blend together nicely. Okay, and then once I get everything how I want it, I like to take my sponge and just give everything a good blend with my sponge. And then I just find that this makes sure I have all of my makeup blended nicely. Everything kind of just helps melt together when I do this. So I always kind of take the time to just a little bit of a once over with my sponge. If you want to have a little bit of a glow on your chest, some people kind of use their illuminator on their clavicle bones right here just to give a little bit of glow there. But okay, so that is my really quick and easy summer, just kind of giving you that light coverage, a little bit of bronzer. I have kind of been doing this when our weather finally turned nice. This is kind of the makeup that I have been doing on a daily basis. Because today I am going to work, I will throw on a little bit of eyeshadow and I will also throw on some filling in my brows. But from here, if you wanted to only have very minimal, you could throw on a lip and cheek color. So today I'll use, let's see, what do I want to use today? I think today I'll use Wildflower. I think it just gives a nice natural flush color, which is nice with the bronzer, I think. So if this was probably like my weekend, I would most likely just be done here with a little bit of blush, my bronzer, my glow illuminator, or my confetti illuminator gives me that nice glow underneath of my main highlight, and I would probably stop here. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my eye makeup and fill in my brows, but I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how I did the makeup that I posted from yesterday. So I hope everyone has a great Wednesday. Bye.